Alright everyone, and welcome to After Effects user interface. It's a brief user interface that will cover what your book has already covered in more depth, just to show it to you visually. So basically After Effects is a compositing software with a couple of different windows. You have your project window right here into which you can import files. So I'm importing files right here into a project. And then I can create a project by just a new composition, I would say. All right, by clicking on new composition right here and then putting the information that I need for that composition. Or I can drag my backdrop into the composition window and I have my composition set up for me. Okay, now right here, the next window, so you have all your composition here and your ping name and a couple options. Now right here you have your window just that shows the composition itself. You can zoom in, zoom out with the mouse. Alright, and you have a bunch of options at the bottom that we'll discuss later on in more depth. On the right side right here, you have the information window that gives you information in RGB of every pixels or in X and Y. Next to it right here, you have the preview, which lets you play and create previews of your composition so you can see what work you're doing. Under that, you have the effects that you can apply by just grabbing, for example, and dropping. All right, you can apply certain type of effects to your composition, and you have brushes also you can use with the tool right here. We'll get that soon. At the bottom right here, same thing. This is the pen stuff and the option for it. Right here you have the timeline window. Timeline window has two sides. The actual timeline with the playback head. You can see it and move it here. And you can see its time right there. And the layering system of all the layers of animation. So if I add another, let's see, my project. If I'm going to import a new file, let's say that video right here. Okay, and I drop it right there. Okay, you can see it now. It has appeared right here. Okay, and that video can be scaled to fit my composition. Be careful with that though. Okay, so you have all the information about the layers right here. We'll study that, and then the timeline of what's going on right there. Okay, now at the top right here, you have a couple tools that are very useful. That let you edit and create mask and create a text and so forth. Okay. Also on top of it, you have the main menu, which is with the file that open, close, and import files for you. The edit that copies, duplicate, paste, and so forth information as usual. The composition menu, very important, where you can create a new composition and have your composition settings right here. You also have all the preview tools that I showed you earlier on that side right here also. You have the layer menu that deals with all the layer system you can do, creating them, closing them, making a mask. And now the effect menu, just like filters in Photoshop, but just applied to an animation. All right, and there's keying and so forth. Now the animation menu right here, lets you create keyframes, delete keyframes, track cameras, and so create masks and so forth. The view menu right here lets you zoom in, zoom out, change your resolution, take the guide out for now, the snapping tools, and switch to a 3D view. Very important because we have 3D in the software that lets you rotate layers. And in the window menu right here, the last important menu actually that you'll use, have all the windows that you will be using during your work. You can also go to the workspace and choose what type of work you're doing. If you're doing effect, you're going to want a lot of effect showing up and so forth. Okay, right now I was in actual just standard right there. And then you have the help menu if you need any help about After Effects. That's pretty much it for the user interface. And then we'll go into different part of the user interface through the videos and through the chapters. Thank you very much.